Hi, so I am reading the Bible and I just had the urge to make a cross for ladies. I actually haven't created a Bible study or share any Bible knowledge for cross for ladies in quite some time now, but I am doing it right now because I am thinking about the man that I love, and I was actually studying on love from the book of the law and the truth, the Bible, and something really stood out to me. I think about a lot of the influences in the world right now and things that are happening and how it is affecting society and affecting like gender roles or sexuality. And God, He made male and female, and He made male and female to have dominion of this earth. He made us to have control of the sky, of the earth, every animal, everything. And that is when He created Adam and Eve from the very beginning. He created male and female. I think about the times right now because I can see that it has been very terrible. Honestly, it almost brings me to tears to think about because the devil is working in all sorts of ways. And when I think about how something like a man, for example, so there is a man and woman, they're a married couple. Let's say the man is, let's say they're like, I'm not going to say like they're open relationship, but they are not perfect and they date outside of the relationship. Like the man dates other women, the woman dates other men. Let's say the woman becomes very envious of her husband and she begins to want to date women because her husband is interested in other women. And let's say that she begins to become envious of him and want to find like women who are better than the women he dates, or women who are hers, and this starts to create like a feud between them. Like, how terrible does that actually sound? I was reading in the Bible about love, and 1 Corinthians 13:4-8 says, "Love is patient, love is kind, love does not envy or boast, it is not arrogant or rude." I just really want women to think about this scripture because honestly, when you are in love and when you like really love your man, like nothing in the world compares to that sort of love. And that is not just a union, that person is your partner, like your best friend. So I just am like really feeling for situations where like a woman might become envious of her man because of this entire influence of like homosexuality, or because like I just think about the women who become like gay because they're a man. Like, let's say you have like women that are in relationships and they're like experimenting with sex with their man, and he's interested in having another woman a part of their relationship. Like, however it comes about that the woman becomes envious of her man and starts to want to date women too, it's just something that really needs to be undone. Because honestly, when I think about that envy, I think that's the sort of envy that leads to that woman being so jealous of her man that like you're after his life, like you're a threat to his life, a threat to his well-being, a threat to his truth, a threat to his reputation, a threat to his identity, a threat to his entire being. And I just think that's really terrible that the interest in another another sex could make you this way toward your husband. I really want women to think about 1 Corinthians 13, 4 through 8, because this power of love is fully active in the scripture. And as God created male and female, he created women to be the helper to the man. It is really important that no matter what happens in your relationship, you don't bring yourself to be envious toward your man. You don't bring yourself to be arrogant, rude, or boastful. And that you are patient in love, that you are kind in love, that you are loving unconditionally, that you are understanding in love, that you realize that you are created to be his helper. God created women from the rib of man. Like, can you believe that? He literally took out Adam's rib and put him to sleep so that he can make a woman who will be his helper. From the very beginning, that's how God made us. And you know what happened? A serpent slithering around in the garden convinced Eve to eat from the one very tree that was off limits. And you know what she did? She gave her husband a bite. So this man that went into a deep sleep and part of his rib was removed to make her, a serpent came along and convinced her to cause him to sin too. That's what happened with the very first human beings. The serpent got to the woman, and the woman caused her and her husband to sin. Just think about that. So I just think that this is my personal feelings, because this is really affecting society. And I just think that in a relationship, no matter what is going on, like, please be genuinely honest with your partner about how you feel, because competing with your man and where it pertains to like sex and dating, relationships, like other partners, like that is just not right, and it creates hate, like terrible hate, like deadly hate. And it does affect society as a whole. I'm a mother here in America. I'm raising children, and it's important to me that conversations like this does happen, or realizations like this does come about, because these influences are really affecting society. It's a delusion, it's deception, it's disgusting, like, and it's just not okay. Like, being homosexual is one thing, but envying or becoming jealous with your partner while you have looked at him and his interest in women, and you've wanted to be interested in women too, like, that is very concerning, and it is actually creating ruin in the world, in America. I also think that I can put it another way, like, okay, like, if you're, this is the other issue, because I think sometimes the dominance that comes with like the male counterpart is having a lot to do with finances. And I think women who are probably like equal with their spouse, first of all, I think married couples practically like everything is shared, but however it comes about that because of the finances, a woman would feel that she is like having this dominance or masculinity, like, that just needs to be letting go of. Like, I just really wish that people would find themselves to focus on their wholeness and try to reconnect with their true self, so that they can truly live a purposeful, like, nourishing life. Because if you feel like because you have a lot of money, like your man, that you can be a man too, that is like a mental health issue. People become gay for many reasons. Some people become gay because they were traumatized in a sexual way that caused them to like hate a male counterpart, or vice versa. Like if a man was molested when he was little by someone that he loved and trusted that was a female, he might grow up to like not want to date women and be interested in men. Like you never know the traumas that people go through. So it's really important that people like are not becoming gay and homosexual just because they have a male dominance. Because there are some people that truly feel like they're gay because that is just what happened to them in life. They became gay. So people that become gay just because they have so much money or because their man is interested in other women, like that's just wrong, and it is a mental health crisis, and it's unhealthy, and it's actually affecting American society. And it is like just so disgusting. Like I'm just so tired of this, and I'm expressing this because I actually was brought to speak on it because I came across 1 Corinthians 13:4-8. Love is patient, love is kind, love does not envy or boast, it is not arrogant or rude. And it's just really something that women need to think about. So if my man, I'm not even going to say my man, but if a man is married to a woman, or even in a dating relationship, and he, he's dating other women, like if you become jealous of the other woman, that's one thing. Like I actually expressed recently, like if I was in a relationship with someone, and this was my perspective on like me not having any sort of means of wanting to be like homosexual. If I was in a relationship with someone and they became interested in other people, whether I was okay with it or not, whatever, I would actually seek out people who are worthy of being interested in me, like people that make me feel like a better woman. I wouldn't go and be gay. And I think that's what these women are looking for, who actually find themselves feeling dominant or masculine because of their spouse or boyfriend, partner, whatever you want to put it like, and because of the money. Like, and it's not okay. So I think that I have noticed this over the past couple years. Like people have been trying to like use like homosexuality like as like a skin tone, or like I don't know how to put it. Like they've been trying to use it like which the way in which skin tone has been used is not okay either, which is why I say it. But they've been using it like like it's a get out of jail free card, and that's not okay, because the persons that are claiming homosexuality, they're not doing it for the right reasons. And it's just really weak to me for a woman to want to be gay just because her man is interested in women. Like, another thing, like, I know there are times when, like, your man, he might want to do, experience or experiment in sex and do, like, sex beyond just you two, and maybe have another woman. Like, I don't know if many people consider that gay, but what I am basically expressing is, like, if things like that if you have a man like that and things like that is something that you're not interested in, it's better to, like, have a serious conversation about your relationship than you deciding to act like you're into that and then turning and saying that you're gay when you know that it's not true. Because I feel like that is what is happening. I feel like women are, seeing that their men are interested in other women or having sex with their men and other women, and then because they are not strong enough, they pretend that they're gay and that they like it, and then they end up calling themselves to be gay, and then they're becoming envious of their man, causing a divide in their relationship because now you're trying to find women who are better. I don't know, like you're competing with your man, and then you're now y'all have like a few, or like you're envious of your man, you're not doing what satisfies him, and then there's an issue, and you're spreading this germ around, and it's not okay, and you're like recruiting women, like it's just not okay. Like all of that needs to stop. It's just not okay. And I really, honestly, like, because of the scripture, I've been able to like really try to think through these situations that I'm wanting to speak on and tell you about. But honestly, it's so like, I just don't understand it. But everybody loves different. Like, I love being in a relationship. I know that I love my man. I love fashion. Like, I have other outlets of things that I love. And I think that's another thing that people should try to do, because love is a powerful force. I love my babies. I love my family. I love my man. I love fashion. I have a strong interest in business and entrepreneurship. Those are things I love. Besides that, I love cooking. I love coffee. I love, so I have interest in things that I love. I think that there are people who need to really like take time to look at their life and figure out like what it is that they personally love without the influence of other people and what they like, because that's another thing. Like, keeping your eyes on your phone all day and being like on social media and seeing what other people like, and then you being influenced to try it, is not indulging in what you love. But when you really take time to think about what you love and try new things and explore, experiment, then you find what you love, and you're not doing what you see everybody else doing. That's another really important thing, because like if you're just like living life trying to like be like everybody else, it's not healthy. So that's just the same thing. Like, if you're trying to be like your man because he's interested in women, you want to be interested in women, that's so ass backwards. Like, I don't mean to curse or use profanity, but you should be interested in yourself more. And if it takes for you to hear from people who admire you, who you think are worthy of this admiration that will uplift you, that's what you need to do. You don't need to go and find women and create a confusion and division and like a feud in your family. So Galatians 5:22 says, but the fruit of the Spirit is love. 1 Corinthians 13:4-8 is the scriptures that I recommend that you read and really meditate on. Love is patient, love is kind, love does not envy or boast, it is not arrogant or rude. Until next time, beauties. Overall, ladies, please study the scripture on love, because this influence on America of gayness is not only like a scam of tricking people into participating in witchcraft, but it's also very detrimental to society. It is not good for people to decide to be gay for money or for any sort of opportunity.